Welcome back to the guide series. Today we're going to do two things. One of them is talk about the missions that we had this week, which is the information part, and then we're going to clean out our emails from this past month from gathering. Yes, granted, it is about 2 days later in November, but that's okay. It isn't still a new month, and I haven't gathered since then. So we're looking to get our daily warning in, and we'll talk about the first mission of the week, and that mission was attack monsters. Now, with this mission, unfortunately, we didn't get it done. And a lot of the missions we didn't get done this week because it was very busy with sectionals and sport videos. So that's why they're been, that's why even the main series didn't get done. Hint. Um, so we attacked about 34 monsters at 26, but we also attacked at 27. The 27 was with my monster, so that's why the 27 here that tried to get taken down didn't get taken down. This one right here, because I had the monster in in the first march, but not in the second march. So then I said, okay, 26 is what I have to do. So that the remainder of the time I did 26. So that 127 gave us some more points than I needed. But we did get the mission halfway done. So again, we got about 270,000 points. That's the first two stages done, which is kind of good. So like I said, we did all these 26s, and that was the first mission of the week. And I don't know, we might have done some extra attacking after. I don't think we did, but we might have. 28, 29, yeah, I'm not sure. But we attacked about 20 something, or 34 plus monsters. And in that mission, again, if you look at the screenshot, we got 280,000 points down at the bottom. So we got out of the 486, we got the 278,800, and we need the 280,300 to get the mission partially done. So we got that. That was the first mission. Okay, the second mission of the week was upgrade buildings. Now, we kind of already did this video, so you can just recap on what we did. We upgraded 2 buildings. One was the assembly right here, and then one was the blacksmith. And then we also did a leadership in the college. Was leadership 3, so it was one of these. So upgrade one of those, so we now have more on the march as well. We'll see if that's really needed. Total point value of all 3 buildings. I'm not going to go through the resources because we kind of did that during the video, the main video that I did. If you want to know, okay, here we go. With food, we used about 4,923,977. Wood was 18,636,222. Stone was 4,832,785. Iron was 1,535,357. Okay, so with all those buildings that we did upgrade, we got 299,220 power point value. 260 is what we needed, so we got a 39,222 over what we had to do. I'm not going to go through like what buildings, each building was. I mean, the power for each building. Just knowing that we got the mission done. And again, here's that mission. Oh, here's that mission of the power up mission getting done with 226. Okay. The next mission, as I close these windows up, was recruit. I think. Yeah, I don't. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Then we had recruit. Again, I always recruit the same amount of units. Every account does the same amount of units, so I know how many units I actually got. In this account, we did the first group of 1,200. Then we did the second group of 640 across the board with with each 4. So that we gave us another 523,600 power point value. 221,300 is what we needed, so we got that mission done. Across the board, we got 1,874 new units across the 4 that we have, and in total group, total amount of units, we got 748. Now, 1,842. So you can see across the board we got that much. And again, if I took them all out, ooh, that brings me up to another mission. It's attack brothers. Huh. I don't know what it's like right there. Um, if I had, well, I'll quickly add a 1 day or a 1 hour thing so I can show you this. So if I took all those out, you can see there's our 748. So that's where across the board, 748 was that. So that was, like I said, the next mission of the mission week. And like I said, if I go into the sheets here, you can see that we got 532,000 out of the 523. And there's the units again. I took a picture of the units just so if I had to use them for another mission, I would have them ready. Now, the last mission of the week, unfortunately, we did not get done. None of my accounts got it done because it was on November 1st, which was yesterday at the time of this recording. So it was November 1st when that mission started, or technically it started on the 29th or the 31st, I think it was. It was Halloween night. Yeah, 31st. It started Friday night on the 31st, and as you know, it was Gather. Um, the main series would probably know that too because I talked about if it's Gather, I won't be able to do it. We did the recruit mission, and said, oh, well, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it because I'm not gonna have the time. Um, so that mission, no points awarded at all. I wish I could have gotten some points, but I just didn't have the time to do it. Okay, so that takes care of the missions that we had. I mean, I can show you the screenshot. I mean, no points with 33 minutes remaining, and that was a fail. So, like I said, this week we had 2 fails, 2 accepted. We had, like I said, upgrade villains. We got done recruit, um, attack monsters, and gather were failed. Um, and that's because, like I said, on the 31st, see how there's nothing on the 31st, 30th there was, and then today's is the 2nd of November as well. So now we're going to delete our mails. Since I did all that, we're going to go through all we gathered and all that. But just so you know that yeah, after I do this, video is done, and then I'll go into the other series. Or you watch the other series and you watch this series, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go all the way to the beginning of this list of gathering that we did. We gathered quite a bit actually. So again, first day, October 1st, go figure, was upgrade villain, or, was recruit, or I mean, was gather. So the first day, as you can see, we gathered a lot of resources right off the bat. Almost 4 million of stone. Or, I mean, wood. 4 million. That was all the food that we gathered pretty much for the whole entire month. Was in one day. Isn't that nuts? Okay, and then we got some stone here. This a third must have been recruit because you can see there's a 7,500. The fourth was also gather. I mean recruit. Then we did some more, and I think I just gathered on 12th. 13th we did some more gathering, and 13th I think the 13th or the 14th. Yeah, the 16th. This might have been that mission as well. The 13th. I mean, I did gather quite a bit of resources, but it was all stone and iron. But that could have been the mission. But I believe the other gather was going to be, so there's all that gathering from that one day. I believe the 16th was actually gather. So I must have gathered twice about the same amount of, to make sure I got that done. So we gathered all that. On the 20th we did some more. All full percentages as you can see. And then on the 30th, like I said, 30th was recruits. There's the one group of 7,500. I was so busy trying to track everything that I didn't actually get another one in to gather. So with all that gathering that we did, we gathered 5,013,137 of food. 1,832,988 of wood, which is kind of low. Actually, I think it's the lowest I've ever gathered. That's okay. And then stone we gathered 2,206,004 or 247. So again, 2,206,247 of that. Iron was 1,052,161. So that's how much we gathered throughout the whole entire October. Comparing to other months, or comparing to last month, 5 million, or we had 3 million food last month, 5 million this month. Last month we had 4 million wood. This month we had, or this past month we had 1,800,000. Stone was 1,700,000 last month, or the previous month. This month was 2 million. Last month, and iron was very low. It was 368, 716, and this month was 1,052,000. So that will do that part of the mission and that part of the video. I do want to thank you out for you know, and I'm also gonna delete these as well. So we're gonna delete those messages. Oh, I also got the new pack stuff done, so that's done. But yeah, so next week's or next week's mission week. I don't think we have anything to upgrade except for the wall. Looks like so we'll be upgrading these buildings over here like I've done in the past. So there won't be a video if that happens. I've already done it once in the video, so there won't be a video, not unless I do a barracks, which I've done one barracks already. So probably don't need to do that in a video either. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of missions going on, as you can see here. We got the face invasion battle going on, 9 more hours. Yeah. So that is going to do it for today's episode. Like I said, I'm going to say goodbye to these messages here, and then we're going to end this episode off. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sport videos will be coming up soon, hopefully this week. Until then, bye-bye. Messages live on forever. And I'm going to have to say the same thing to you. Bye-bye for now.